What's going on YouTube? Today we're gonna be reacting to the Critical Drinker and his reaction to the new Superman trailer that came out about a week ago. We're gonna see what he thinks about it, and I'm gonna put in my input as we go along. You know how I like to do. Let's get into the video. Before we get into it, please hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you so much. Let's go. Look at these junks up.
A diplomatic way of describing DC on film lately, I'd say it's been somewhat mismanaged. A wannabe rival to the MCU that arrived late to the party and tried to catch up by fast-tracking half a decade's worth of world building
and
character development into a single movie. And as anyone who's arrived late to a house party and tried to play
damn, that was so bad, bro.
Good idea.
Like, it was so bad.
Spend the next 10 years lurching drunkenly from disastrous failure to inexplicable success and back again, plagued by a panicking and interfering studio that couldn't seem to make up its mind what it wanted, and a revolving door of executives who each stuck around just long enough to undo the work of their predecessors before getting fired. But even Warner Brothers can only tolerate so much failure, and by 2020...
Man, he put that shit so perfectly. Like, if I had tried to explain that, that would have been like fucking like 30 minutes of me yapping about shit, bro. He put that in 50 seconds. He perfectly explained how bad the DCU was and why. Yeah, Drinker is amazing. I don't know how he does it.
Too, it was obvious that something had to change. Someone with an actual creative vision had to be put in charge of DC on film, and they had to be given the time, money, and power to get the franchise back on track. And well, that man was James Gunn, and his first big test was Creature Commandos. Superman. Now, I'm not kidding when I say that pretty much everything is riding on this movie. Not just James Gunn's career or DC on film. I mean the entire superhero genre.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I've been saying, bro. That's exactly what I've been saying this whole time. I said it when I reacted to the trailer. I said it in my last video about Superman. The Drinker gets it. This is what I've been saying, man. Then this is not just Superman. This is the whole DCU. This is the future of DC movies and quite possibly the future of the entire superhero genre, because we can't keep getting flops left after right, flop after flop after flop after flop after flop after flop, man. We can't keep doing it. It can't keep happening, man. At some point, we have to get back in some kind of state where these movies are good. This is getting too consistently ass, bro. It's fallen off, man. We were eating so good for so many years, and now we're in the danger zone. We're cooked. If this movie flops, I'm telling you, it will mark the death of DC on film. Like, because his universe is cooked. That's like, what is that, like 3 cinematic universes failed in a row for DC, bro? DC is cooked. They're done. It's over. Finito. Finished. Over easy, man. Flip that nigga over. He's cooked. DC is cooked. And James Gunn, fuck him. But, as far as the whole superhero genre, I want to hope that that's not the case, but I'll say it's definitely in danger. The entire genre is endangered at that point. I don't see the MCU. I want to hope. Again, like, I'm hoping too much. I don't want to give niggas hope. Some YouTubers sit up and give niggas hope. That's how they make their money. You know, they make a bunch of videos saying, oh, things are changing. Things are turning around. They're making this movie, so everything's going to be perfect now in the MCU. Like, no. They're consistently making shit movies, and they make one good one every once in a while. Are they turning things around? Probably not. Do I want to hope that they will somehow pull a rabbit out the hat and carry the superhero genre on their back again? Do I want to hope that? Yes. Yes, I want to hope that. But, man, shit. We're cooked. We're cooked. I'm over here. I'm coping, but the reality is we're cooked.
The past few years have given us an almost endless stream of embarrassing failures from every major studio.
Yes.
Never give up.
All of them. All y'all niggas
suck. It's a
suck.
big hit, to be sure, but one successful movie can't change the fact that superhero movies have been on a downturn ever since Avengers Endgame. Superman needs to succeed, which means that all eyes were on the first teaser trailer when it came out yesterday. So what's it actually like? Does it inspire confidence in a movie that's going to save DC and put the entire superhero genre back on
It's
track?
not
Or is it
looking
an
good, bro.
embarrassing and ridiculous spectacle of pure cringe? Well, it opens on a somber note with Superman lying injured and bleeding in the snow, and if ever there was a perfect metaphor for the public perception of the character after being Zack Snyder to within an inch of his life, it's this. But okay, sure, it establishes a sense of urgency and drama, because really, if someone or something can beat the shit out of Superman, it must be a pretty major threat.
Yeah.
I have to say though, I'm not exactly loving the suit. It looks cheap and padded, and I know it's unfair to compare him to Henry Cavill, but David Torrance Sweat does seem like a bit of a downgrade in the physicality department.
Yeah.
I see little vignettes of him as Clark Kent in the Daily Planet, and apart from the awful Gen Z
It doesn't.
nest hairstyle, it all looks pretty good. We get to see Lois Lane and Jonathan Kent, and it's a neat whistle-stop tour of all the things and people that are important to him. I'm not sure about the electric guitar rendition of the John Williams score, though.
Yeah, see, the drinker, pretty much everything that I said is what he's basically agrees with everything I felt about the trailer. Like, that's what I said that too. I wasn't sure, but I didn't really like the guitar version, but they did the proper version or a better version of it later in the trailer. So it's cool as long as the guitar joint isn't in the movie. Cause that I'm not gonna lie, that shit is ass. I don't know who greenlit that, but you need to be fired and fucking imprisoned. That's called fucking, I don't know, mutiny, betrayal. He's a traitor to his country. Whoever made that fucking guitar rendition of that song, what the fuck? Ooh. Yeah. You can't be doing that shit, man. You're not valid in my streets. I don't care. You're not valid in my streets, man. Whoever made this shit. That was terrible.
Really loves his 80s music, but damn, man, turning an iconic score like that into a sad guitar solo is like drawing a cock on the Mona Lisa. Yeah, you can do it in theory, but the question you have to ask yourself is, should you? But just when you thought things were getting a bit too somber,
oh my god, bro,
James Gunny enough, the dog shows up.
I think I said James Gunny enough.
Oh yeah, the dog. No, I like dogs as much as the next guy. I have to kill myself. But I'll be honest here, I'm not sure that I want to watch a super-powered one dragging Superman through the snow by his cape. It rather ruins the verisimilitude for me, don't you know? And yeah, I know this is supposed to be Crypto from the comics, but it was a goofy idea even then, and it looks even worse on film, which is probably why no other big-screen version of Superman has ever used it. I've got to admit, though, the anarchist in me would love to see Zack Snyder's take on it.
Yo, this nigga is funny, but yeah, Crypto. That's the same way I feel about it. Not gonna lie. It doesn't even look like the dog from the damn comics, man. I feel like sometimes they just do stuff to try to do something that nobody else has done. So they put this nigga Crypto in here, so because no other Superman movie has had Crypto. But I think there's a reason no other Superman movie has had Crypto. As long as he's like a very back, like as long as Crypto doesn't actually do things, if he's just a pet, then it's cool. But I don't want to see like Crypto better not be in the third act of the movie, fucking saving Superman and like and helping him fight shit. I mean, that's exactly what they're gonna do. I'm gonna be honest. He needs to be like Crypto needs to be like Baby Groot, like just hanging out, you know. Then that's fine. To be honest, I don't know, man. I can't say it's gonna be bad, but I can't say it like it gives me like hopes that it's gonna be good. Like I can't like what would I say, man? Fuck it.
As for the rest of the teaser, Lex Luthor looks decent, even if he's a bit on the young side. Hot Girl,
Yeah, a little bit young.
Mr. Terrific, and Metamorpho are all there, and fuck me, that's a lot of characters to work in.
That-
I'll come back to that one shortly.
That's exactly what I said.
Not sure why there's a kaiju in a Superman film, but okay, fine. And lastly, there's plenty of focus on the romance between Superman and Lois, which is nice to see in a modern Hollywood movie where functional heterosexual relationships are rarer than female apologies. That's my overall opinion. Was it an embarrassing disaster or a creative triumph? Well, it's neither of those things, really. What it is, for the most part, is safe. A cautious kind of trailer that hits all the predictable superhero beats, doesn't try anything particularly crazy or controversial, and seems almost desperately eager to please, from a studio that's clearly nervous about this film. James Gunn's usual confidence and artistic flair is kind of lacking here, and I can't quite decide if that's a good or a bad thing in this case.
Yeah, that's true.
Reservations. A Superman film. Reservation the first is that I don't think his quirky, snarky, subversive sense of humour is all that compatible with a character like this. Don't get me wrong, he's good at what he does, but what he does falls within a very specific niche that includes Guardians of the Galaxy and his irreverent sense of humour and a clear preference for angsty, morally ambiguous anti-heroes works just fine for the Guardians movies, but Superman is a very different beast. He's a throwback to a more innocent, idealistic, and earnestly honest kind of superhero, a man who proudly stands for truth, justice, and the American way, and doesn't do it under a dozen layers of postmodernist, subversive, deconstructed irony. And I could be wrong, but I feel like such a straight-up interpretation of the character is like the antithesis of everything that Gunn stands for as a creator. Reservation the second is that Gunn clearly has a strong preference for team-up movies with big ensemble casts of likeable misfits who put aside their differences and work together. That basic formula has been at the core of Suicide Squad, all three Guardians movies, Peacemaker, and
Suicide Squad.
And that's just swell. But here's the thing, I don't want that in a fucking Superman movie. I don't want to watch Superman bickering with a bunch of assholes, trading quips and insults and having to slowly win them over. I want to see him being a hero and standing on his own 2 feet, because this is supposed to be his movie, not some launch pad for half a dozen spin-off characters. But now that I've seen the...
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Now, I didn't look at it from that angle, though. I did not, like, I had a problem with there being too many characters. I did say that. I did not look at it from that lens of, yeah, he probably will have, like, a part of the story being Superman having to work with these guys and him, like, not being used to working with a team or some shit or something like that. Like, I just, like, fuck, man, come on. Can we just get one movie where Superman is just like a cool ass version of Superman by himself, man? Can we get like one? Okay. I mean, I'm still, it could be good. I mean, I hope they don't go that route with him having to, like, fuck it, man.
One of those
fuck it.
has been put to bed, while the other's pretty much been confirmed. Crypto aside, the overall...
Wait. What's been confirmed?
And that's just swell. But here's the thing, I don't want that in a fucking Superman movie. I don't want to watch Superman bickering with a bunch of assholes, trading quips and insults and having to slowly win them over. I want to see him being a hero and standing on his own 2 feet, because this is supposed to be his movie, not some launch pad for half a dozen spin-off characters. But now that I've seen the trailer, I think one of those reservations has been put to bed, while the other's pretty much been confirmed. Crypto aside, the overall tone actually looks pretty earnest and straight up, and I get the impression that Gunn's actually taking this thing seriously. Say what you want about the guy, but he understands comic books, so I'd imagine he'd very much understand what makes Superman work as a character. On the other hand, the glut of supporting characters tells me he's probably going to run straight back to his team of misfits comfort zone, which feels like a big misstep here. I don't want every James Gunn movie to be just another Guardians clone, trying to impose the same formula on characters and worlds where it's not needed or wanted. Ultimately though, a lot of this is still guesswork at this point. It's only a teaser at the end of the day. A lot of things can change between now and July, and the film itself might still end up being the best superhero flick in years. As a teaser design designed to get us pumped up for it, though I'm not convinced this one quite hits the mark. It definitely wasn't a failure, but I suspect that whether you love or hate James Gunn's work, you're probably going to find something in it to back up your position. As for me, I'm going to try and keep an open mind on this one and just hope that Gunn can deliver, because really, a lot depends on it. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Yeah, man. The drinker, he summed it up perfectly how I feel, bro. Like it's that's how it is, bro. It's like all you can really do is just hope. All I could do was that's all you could really do was hope, man. Like I hope this shit turns out good. Like that's all you could like. You can't tell. And that's what sucks. That's what's bugging me, and that's what's making me anxious about this movie. So much riding on it. Trailer comes out, you can't tell, man. You cannot tell. This could be a really good movie, or it could be ass. There, and like he mentioned, there's a lot of concerning things. He pretty much explained exactly how I felt about it, just better. He just explained it way better than I did in my reaction video. Shouts out to the drinker. Yeah, man, we'll see. It's a matter of time. We'll have to see when the movie comes out. It sucks because I wanted to look forward to this movie, and I still am, but I'm also looking forward to it and not looking forward to it at the same time, because it's like it's a 50-50. It's a toss up for me of what this movie could end out becoming. Or this could be the death of the superhero genre. It's a real world possibility that this movie can be just that. And it can also be the birth of the new flagship cinematic universe icon of the DCU. It could be the new symbol of hope for the superhero genre. It's going to be one or the other, or it can be mid, which to be honest, if it's mid, I don't think it's a good enough kickoff to the shitty ass universe in the first place. Like it can't even afford to be mid, bro. It can't afford to be like average. This movie has to be good. Like, because James Gunn's DCU slate is straight booty ass cheeks, man. Like, he can't afford to have like a mid, like, I'll just make a mid Superman movie. Like, no, this has to be fire. That's the only way that this carries enough momentum to swing us through the first half of his shitty slate, like, to get to like the movies that we actually care about. Amanda Waller series, bro. Are we serious? I'm gonna make a video. I've been meaning to make a video about the James Gunn's DCU slate, so I could talk shit about it. Because there's a lot I got to say about it, man. It's not good. I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people coping out there. A lot of people making up excuses. That slate looks terrible because it is. So I've been planning to make a whole video about that. So I'll talk about that in another video. That's another conversation for another time. But I appreciate all you guys for watching. Hey, do me a favor, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. What do you think about what the drinker had to say? What do you think about what I had to say about the trailer? What do you guys think about the trailer? Do you think this movie has potential? I think we can all agree it has at least a little bit of potential. You know, beyond the suit, beyond like the worries, there could be good things there. You know, let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Or like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my future content. Cause I'm gonna be talking about I'm gonna be talking a lot about Superman, James Gunn, the DCU, the MCU. I'm gonna be talking about everything, man. You know, so I appreciate you guys for checking out the channel, man. and you know, let's enjoy some stuff, man. Like, you know, come on, trying to get them subs up, man.
It's hard
Peace.
to breathe, but that's alright.